Hey, what's going on, traders? Guys, I'm going to get back into doing a recap of today's trading, especially when we're day trading together in our live room. And then just kind of what the moves we're making throughout the day in crypto, maybe some of the follow-up to some of the coins that we've liked that have a good run or something that I feel kind of is important in the market. But today we were pretty busy trading 5 different pairs here on the Forex side, and we had a pretty heavy coaching session. We went over what we call phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and identifying when a market is bottoming or topping. And there's really 4 main patterns. But that's the type of stuff we work on, guys, together. We do it live. We trade live. So here at the bottom, you can see literally while I had an hour to 2 hour coaching session. Managed to trade around, scalp around these 5 different pairs, $500, and this is on one of the managed accounts. It's about 58,000 here in euros, and this is a typical size account where I see a lot of my Forex traders start. So we try to do 1% a today, 1% a day on your account. That's very consistent. I'm going to do a post tomorrow. Here on Friday, I'll show you guys what kind of consistency I'm talking about day in and day out. Just to prove to anyone that the model works, that you can do this if you're willing to put in the work and you got the right team and the right coach. So what we were trading today was, we've been trading a core short on the euro. We've been talking about, we talked about actually Tuesday, that it was pretty important to cover down here in front of 119. We had this nice drop. We've been playing a core short on the euro from around 120, 121 for a while, but it was pretty important to cover on the low of this cycle here. So you can see we were reshorting the top of the cycle. You had a nice move down, you cover into the lows, and then we actually talked about our wall concept here today, or actually Tuesday, that if we did bounce about halfway is where we'd want to start reshorting. So we shorted in the middle of the week, covered, and then on the ECB news we were back up today, and so we were actually shorting into this move, and then day trade getting some back. Did that across 2 other pairs on the euro versus the pound, very similar move. We shorted into this strength up here, covered it back. We took a trade on Euro Kiwi, actually also on the short side. There was a nice 30-minute cycle. I'll show you guys that trade real quick. We identified this downtrend here. This is a 30-minute chart, so pretty simple. But the cycle turned, so we started to fade this. There's actually a pie line up here on a lower time frame chart that we shorted into. You actually had a nice topping tail, took out the low, stop goes above the high, and then we had this nice 30-minute cycle back down. So that was a nice little trade also. And what was the other one? Oh, here, Dragon, or pound yen. There's probably a better chart that shows the bands, but it was the same thinking. You come in, you were in a downtrend, near-term downtrend. If I have my usual bands laid out on this, guys, it looks kind of like this. All right, but we came right up back into the bands up here. You have resistance, and then most importantly, like I always tell you, time matters more than price. The cycle is up here, so we were short, and then I covered after lunch, basically right on the low. We put that in the room. I'll show you guys time stamped what that looks like. So here's the 15-minute move down. We covered right into this low here. All right. So here's in the morning. We're talking about shorting. This is our real-time alerts product that we do for anybody that's part of the coaching group or in our live room. And so this was right here. We're covering. It's kind of hard to see. This is from my mobile. This is a 30-minute of pound versus the yen. We're covering into the low, and we basically covered the dead ass low of the day. So that's just us highlighting that. This is our crypto team within our chat room. But yeah, I guess a nice day trading on the Forex side. I already did an update on BTC, so I don't want to go over it too much. But I still think the big area we want to watch, all right, is right down here at the bands. So you got the low from last week, and then the big picture level still is in front of 10,000. All right, but I think for the most part we're just sitting through this daily cycle. You're about halfway back. All right, so maybe we have the rest of this week into next week before we see another 2, 3, 5 day rally back the other way. We'll see. I think continue to keep an eye on this BNB. That one looks good. We had a great swing line set up off the lows. I was already highlighting that. Jeez, we're already up another 50% from when we were talking about that yesterday. Up 58% off the swing line low. Look at this cycle, how nice and low it was on the 4 hour. And then the daily chart. This is just a classic. This is probably going to move to new highs. You had a 4-day pullback. You held the 8. Right? Nice swing line setup. I'll teach you guys that. Boom. Pullback. Bottoming tail. Take out the high. Stop above the low. Or you buy when you trade above the prior candle's high. Stop below the low. Nice tight risk. This should probably move to a new high. This is one of our favorite altcoins at the moment. So anyway, guys, come join us. This is us, JenkinsRM.com. If you go to the services, this chat room's free right here. All right, free to join. Come in there, ask us questions. If you want to join the crypto team, this is right here. This is the best way to get started. Pretty simple. You can walk through the details. And also, if anyone wants, I want to try to start putting out more content here on Twitter in the mornings. You guys want to follow? I've kind of got some feedback on that. So if you just send me a direct message, follow me here at the Jason Jenkins, and just send me a direct message. And anybody that's interested in kind of, I did an ebook on cycles. We do a lot of work on cycles. I have a pie line, a pie concept that we use. I'll give you a quick example of that actually. If you look at BTC, I noticed this on the 30-minute chart the other day, or 40-minute, 30-minute. It's a 4 hour. This is a concept we have called a pie line. All right, but you'll notice Bitcoin's held this pie line, this dotted green line. There's a cycle that exists here because this is 314 units a time. You can see how well that's done. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 times we've bounced. Even right here, there was a small bounce. Anyway, send me a direct message on Twitter, and I'll get you an ebook I did on our cycles and time. And other than that, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and we'll keep doing these recaps here in the afternoons.